Alrighty, so let's go ahead and start our timer here and get our timer started here. And first of all, before we go anywhere, we're going to go ahead and make sure we click this layer here and hit Command J. We're going to name our layer. Um, we're going to just name it a C for curves there. Like I said, it mentioned, make sure you create a new layer so you're non-destructive. Anytime you're using the adjustment layers up here from the top layer image here. So we have the curves adjustment, which is Command M. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit Command M as our shortcut here, and you can pop that up. The more you use it, the more you're going to remember that shortcut. As you can see here, we have a new image that we're working with, and we have our defaults right over in here. And it's something I haven't been playing with yet intentionally, because I just really want you to see and understand that there's so many different little presets available for you. And what we're going to do is we're going to kind of flip down through these. So we got the color negative RGB right here, and we have the cross process right over in here. Let's turn the preview off and turn the preview back on, and you can kind of see what it's done to the bird and the sky there. You can see we got the darker RGB right over here. Turn the preview off, turn the preview back on, and you can see what we've done here. Let's go over here to the increased contrast, and you notice that our curves dialog image here for the output has adjusted. Let's turn it off and let's turn it back on, and you can see the difference it made. And if you kind of look right in here, you're going to see where it's going to make a difference here. The lighter, it kind of just gives us like a little bowstring type deal, versus the more of the S. Turn it off, turn it on, and you can see what we got going on here. The linear contrast, you can see what difference is made. It's made a very slight difference here in reference to the preview and the non-preview. And we can come over here and click on the show clips right over here, and it turns everything white and everything kind of goes away. But if you ever make one of those accidental adjustments there, just click it again to get rid of it. Curves display options. We can see the options down here, different little things. You can see the histogram. You can kind of remove that histogram, the channel overlays. We can kind of turn that on and off right there if we decide we want to. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back up here to default. You're going to see the adjustment take place there, and what we're going to do is we're going to just take this straight line here, and what we're going to do is we're going to kind of make an S curve out of it, because usually in reference to your curves adjustment, the more of the S, the better. It's just kind of a rule of thumb. Something I heard before. Honestly, don't necessarily remember where that came from, but hey, it's been working for me. So I kind of made of an S curve. You can see the old faint line that was there before, and you can see what we have here now. Turn off the preview. You can see the before there. Let me kind of get this out the way here, and let's look at the after, and you can see the differences made. It looks like the sky kind of popped there a little bit more, and we're not going to click anything over here. We're just going to go right to the eyedropper here that we have available, and we're just going to take the eyedropper and we're going to click down, and we can see what type of adjustments we can make there. We have a little hand here, and if you mouse over anything, you'll see click to drag the image to modify the curves. So I'm going to click that there. We still have the eyedropper available, and we're able to take that curve on the image and move up and down and see what type of result we get in real time. So you can see it's mainly adjusting the sky there. So if we kind of keep dragging down there, we can kind of see what kind of sky we're going to get, kind of like a purple unrealistic sky. But if that's the look you're going for, hey, go for it. So let's hit Command Z, see what we get out of that there, kind of go back there, hit Command Z a couple times there, and we're just going to go ahead and throw this away because we don't want that. And we're going to go back up here to the curves adjustment once again here. We're going to click the auto once again, see what we have available, see what kind of adjustment it makes for us. We have our options here that we can play around with if you decide you want to, but there's not a whole lot to it. It's really simple. Don't be afraid to click those little buttons or mouse over those buttons and see what they're going to do for you. Okay, fear will keep you so stagnant and complacent that it's not funny. I slid the lighter there. You can see it didn't really make much of a difference there. Let me slide the darker here, and you can see it's making more of a difference in the water. The darker areas of the image, you see this piece right here became a little darker around the bird's wing, became a little darker there. So let's go ahead and adjust that back there, and it's going to put those darks back where they were pretty closely, pretty relatively. So that's the curves adjustment layer. I hope you're learning a lot. I hope, if anything, this is bringing you into a place of you're not afraid to click on anything, because that's what this whole entire course is about: realizing what's available to you and realizing what's not available to you. All right, I'll see you in the next lecture.